thank you for joining me today during these extraordinary times. I truly hope this crisis has not touched you or your family too immediately, and that your spirits remain high and hopeful. We know everyone is doing their best to deal with this unprecedented situation, and we're looking forward to better days ahead. Today, appropriately aligning with National Travel and Tourism Week, my team and I are here to talk to you about what the CVB has been doing to keep the Greater Fort Lauderdale brand top of mind for our potential guests, and also where we envision moving as an undefined future unfolds each day. Consequently, the theme of this year's Travel and Tourism Week is the spirit of travel. We know as tourism professionals and travel enthusiasts that the spirit of travel can't be broken. We must unite and support each other through these trying times to continue to deliver an extraordinary product to our consumers. It is the spirit of travel that makes visitors feel at home, provides lasting memories, and inspires millions each day. It is the spirit of travel that is the undercurrent of American culture. And now is a time for the spirit of travel to be protected and supported. As always, the CVB is here to stand by you, to help you connect with future visitors, to support your efforts as they contribute to the success of this great destination. But most importantly, we are focused on driving awareness to make Greater Fort Lauderdale the #1 choice for both leisure and group business. Before we kick things off, I'd like to provide a brief background on the CVB's viewpoint in assessing the challenges we've recently faced. As you all know, the current worldwide health crisis has brought an unexpected, grinding halt to our area's visitation and local economy. Yet, as national, state, and local governments struggle to deal with health and safety issues surrounding this crisis, they are also having to consider opening their jurisdictions and restarting their economies. Prior to the current crisis, our destination showed a history of sustained, strong demand. We believe that history of visitation should bode well for our destination, allowing us to leverage our existing awareness and desire for our destination as we embrace the pent-up demand for travel that our industry anticipates and which research indicates. One advantage the CVB has to manage this crisis and recovery is the start of a partnership with our new dynamic advertising and public relations agency, Aqua Marketing and Communications. The agency has jumped in with both feet, and they are hard at work on our current marketing and communications strategy. Most importantly, they are building out our economic recovery plan alongside the CVB's own talented Marcom team. I'm grateful to have Aqua on board, shoulder to shoulder with the CVB staff, working tirelessly to deliver results in these difficult times. Although they have yet to be introduced to all of our partners and stakeholders, in the coming weeks, you'll hear more about our partnership with Aqua as we reintroduce them to the community. But for now, we're glad they're on board, supporting our imperative recovery effort and looking forward towards the future. We believe that our efforts as a CVB won't be to return to business as usual, but will be to play our part to aggressively invigorate our local economy, and through smart, compelling strategies and tactics, inspire travelers to see Greater Fort Lauderdale as the only choice in Florida, as they reach for the joy that travel brings and move onward to a bright new day ahead. Shortly, you'll hear from Kara Franker, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications, and Ed Simon, Executive Vice President, key members of my team who, along with the collective members of our staff, will continue to propel our destination forward. Kara and Ed will elaborate on the CVB's efforts to stay relevant during these times and to remain a desired destination as we look forward to opening back up to our visitors. At the end of this summit, through a brief survey, we'll gather important feedback from you, our incredible area partners, about what we can do to help local businesses. I'll be explaining more about this survey and its crucial role in collecting your views on input on what the future looks like and recommendations that may need consideration by our team. All this will help shape our extensive recovery plan and ensure Greater Fort Lauderdale emerges stronger than ever before as we all enter a new day of travel. The future is coming into focus, and we're focused on you. With that, I will turn it over to Kara Franker to share an overview of leisure marketing efforts and outlook.
Thank you, Stacy. I'm thrilled to be here and even more excited to be given the opportunity to support our destination and its incredible partners through adversity. To say the least, our team has been very busy. From the moment this crisis hit, the CVB team shifted gears to focus on maintaining brand awareness and, most importantly, brand equity in an environment that restricts visitation, our lifeline. In order to ensure we keep those essential Greater Fort Lauderdale brand connections in place, we've been engaging in several ways and using a multitude of tactics to guarantee visitors keep Greater Fort Lauderdale top of mind. The CVB is executing initiatives to get attention and encourage engagement from afar until the time is right to welcome visitors again. For instance, our Eat Local social campaign was launched in mid-March and included 150 plus social media posts across Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, garnering visibility and promotion for Broward County restaurants offering takeout, delivery, or similar service. In the first 24 hours of the launch, the campaign received more than 400,000 views and continues to do very well. As an ongoing initiative, this campaign has continued to evolve, and we've secured third-party promotion from local influencers, organizations, and municipalities, a testament to the commitment of our beloved community. To meet demand for remote exploration, we've created virtual vacation experiences, including live arts performances, nature excursions, culinary lessons, and more on our social media channels. With these experiences in particular, the goal was to provide travelers with inspiration and a daily escape while they were unable to visit by highlighting our partners' unique offerings and personalities. At the end of March, we launched interactive quiz templates, a series of themed social media quizzes to engage and inspire our followers while they are stuck at home. In an effort to encourage aspirational dreaming, the questions were geared toward which type of Greater Fort Lauderdale experiences they would enjoy most, such as downtown or small beach town, resort, or charming inn. Among a number of other current initiatives, the GFL CVB is proud to promote its community-focused campaign, Home is Where the Heroes Are, an effort recognizing local Broward County heroes in the midst of these trying times. Like most, our team is thankful to all the first responders and professionals on the front lines. We encourage our partners to nominate a hero today at lauderdaleheroes.com. Most importantly, the GFL CVB is focused on the future and the recovery of our destination. As Stacy said, this is a very fluid environment that we live in today. We have gone from a state that has been completely shut down to a state that has started to reopen in a matter of weeks, days even. We know as a CVB, we have to be ready to drive demand, to stand out in the marketplace, and to showcase our offerings, creating an essential retreat for visitors who are ready to get out and explore again. We hope you, as our partners, are ready too. With the future in focus, the intent of our recovery plan is to ensure the greatest possible demand for our destination as reopening occurs and to secure the most significant visitor outcomes for our destination. The GFL CVB will focus on driving consumer demand, exceeding that of our competition with the goal of positively affecting economic impact, and doing this as quickly as possible. Among a number of key objectives, our team will create an integrated campaign, utilizing all marketing channels from advertising and social media to public relations and digital media. This recovery campaign will affect all aspects of the destination, including leisure, group sales, and more. The CVB will concentrate on calculated targeting, and given that it is anticipated initial visitors will only be able to access the destination by car and that air travel or lift will improve later, our team plans to assess geographic targeting in 2 phases. In phase 1, we will focus on the drive market, not only based on the historic drive market for our destination, but by defining an entire drive radius, targeting major markets within the state as well as throughout the eastern United States. In phase 2, as we monitor average incoming flight capacity to FLL during phase 1, and while continuing our drive marketing and targeting, once we have achieved a measurable increase in flight capacity, we will begin our targeting to markets of lift. Our team is in the process of devising strategies and programs designed to reinvigorate sectors of our economy that are fueled by visitation, concentrating on the areas that were hardest hit by this recent economic downturn, and those that are vital to our community. We know now, more than ever, our messaging will need to ignite consumer intent to travel and speak to potential visitors in a way that leaves them saying, Greater Fort Lauderdale is the only choice for my escape. With this in mind, along with driving leisure visitation, group visitation is an imperative component to the economic health and success of Greater Fort Lauderdale. With a new convention center being built, we're not taking our foot off the gas. And today, here to speak to you about how meetings and group efforts will play a pivotal role in our programs for revitalization, I'm happy to introduce Ed Simon, the GFL-CVB's Executive Vice President.
Thank you, Kara. Good morning, all. I'm happy to be here and hope you are doing well. Our meetings and conventions and sports sales teams have been extremely busy. Initially, of course, we were assisting our partners and clients with cancellations and postponements. Then, our mission shifted to maintaining the forward progress of business opportunities and enhancing our value and relevance to our clients. And while that mission remains today, we have already embarked on what I believe to be an effective strategy to expedite our group room night recovery in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Although we saw cracks prior, Monday, March 9th was when the proverbial dam broke, and we were first overwhelmed by cancellation requests. Up until then, we were riding a 10-month streak of increased year-over-year demand, and definite bookings were up 20% for the first half of the fiscal year. As of today, we have tracked over 93,000 room nights and group cancellations for programs due to arrive from March until June. This represents 64% of what we had on the books for the future prior to March 9th. And sadly, just this past week, we recorded our first cancellations for July and August. Of those that canceled, 70% expressed initial intention to rebook. As of today, about a quarter of that group have secured new dates. Our teams continue to engage the remaining groups on a regular, weekly basis, and solidifying new dates for them remains a top priority for all of us. We provided trusted counsel to many clients during that initial period, as we do today. We pushed for postponement over cancellation and advocated adherence to your cancellation clauses, unless a truly equal valued agreement could be reached. We continue to suggest early and consistent communication between our partners and clients and urge all to wait until the last possible moment to make a cancellation decision, as conditions are changing daily. As I mentioned earlier, we came into this crisis with great momentum. After the initial cancellation rush, our focus turned to maintaining as much of this momentum as possible and to continue to uncover new opportunities despite our clients' isolation and immobility. To do this, we took all our sales activities virtual: sales calls, site visits, and even sales missions. In fact, just last week, we completed a successful sales mission with 5 hotels in the convention center, joining us for presentations and online visits with some of the Midwest's top associations, AMCs, and incentive houses. We continue to maintain brand awareness and client engagement through a variety of virtual events supported by intensive social media campaigns. These unique and creative programs include weekly yoga and Zumba classes, coffee talk, and guided meditation. We've modified some of our industry partnerships, replacing participation at canceled events with online visibility to large and highly engaged audiences. And most of all, we continue to talk to our clients regularly and genuinely to understand their most pressing concerns, both immediately and those they will face going forward. And not to be overlooked, we are also putting new room nights on the books. Our clients are still buying for 2021 all the way out through 2026. In the 2 months since this crisis began, we've added over 50,000 new room nights. There's still great excitement for the convention center expansion, for which construction has continued through this crisis and which remains on schedule. Looking ahead, we know the recovery will be gradual, due both to government restrictions and slow growing confidence among buyers. Confidence in a destination's ability to deliver a safe and secure, yet still effective meeting experience. Our goal is to expedite this confidence growth, to flatten the curve, if you will. To do this, we will strive to quickly develop a national reputation as being on the leading edge of the next normal for meetings and events. Included among our strategies to achieve this is a partnership with PCMA, in which we will gather well-respected group clients for a series of virtual focus groups and live, in-person case study FAM here in Fort Lauderdale as early as June 12 to 14. The customer-driven findings from these events and other strategic activities will then be completed into a white paper and distributed industry-wide, bearing our name and that of the Professional Convention Managers Association. Of course, this entire effort will be chronicled and promoted throughout social media by our world-class marketing team. We have additional plans for client FAM trips here in Broward County and events in our key national markets in the very early days of the recovery. We encourage you to participate in as many as possible. Time is of the essence, and we are acting with urgency. We know the recovery is well underway, and as a team, we're running at full speed. Stacy?
Thank you so much, Ed. Those insights are truly appreciated. As you all know, there is a lot the CVB can do and will do to build attention and desire for our destination. We certainly cannot dictate what steps you and your team should be taking to prepare for upcoming visitors, but we can be here as a resource. We ask that you think through these opening procedures, safety guidelines, and communicate these messages to your guests. We recognize that there are partners in our community that have already taken these steps to reopen and reopen safely. The health, safety, and enjoyment of both guests and team members are key focuses we encourage all to consider. Our destination is only as good as its tourism partners who create the exceptional visitor experience Greater Fort Lauderdale is known for. From a marketing standpoint, we recommend your business not go dark. Continue to push your messaging and create a touch point for potential customers from afar. In addition, take the time to update both your internal and external messaging, such as Google listings, website content, and more. Although this engagement might not say, "Come visit us," we are re-entering that period, and we all need to be ready. There are a number of great resources available for guidelines and best practices as they relate to the current crisis and moving forward with safe business operations. If you have a chance, please review sites such as Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association and Florida Attractions Associations, as they share guidelines for both large and small-scale properties, including superior small lodging on reopening as it aligns with food safety, cleaning and sanitizing, guest and employee health. In addition, if you are a franchisee of a large chain, please look to your corporate entities for guidance. For example, Hilton is enhancing cleaning protocols with its Clean Stay rollout in partnership with Lysol and the Mayo Clinic. The program implements a 10 high-touch point deep clean initiative for each guest room. As we know, travelers' perception and expectations for hygiene will continue to evolve as destinations reopen. There will be new standards for accommodations, restaurants, and attractions. And we as a destination should be leading these standards to ensure visitor safety and satisfaction. As always, please stay informed with what national and local health organizations are recommending, such as the CDC, WHO, and the Department of Health. As leaders in the industry, all efforts moving forward will evolve based on sound, scientific research. Please don't hesitate to reach out to our team with any questions regarding resources, and know the CVB is committed to being here for you, ready to support you now and long after this situation has passed. This leads me to a very important part of this summit, the part where we hear from you. We need partner engagement and request for just a few moments of your time to fill out a survey my team has created to collect insights and feedback on how you would like to see the reopening of the destination. This is an important opportunity to connect and provide collaborative involvement in an effort that encompasses us all. We are all in this together. We want to know how prepared you are and how the Greater Fort Lauderdale CVB can support you as we move forward. After this summit, you will receive an email from my team with a link to complete the survey, or click on the link below in the description. We truly look forward to hearing from you, as this will help shape our extensive recovery plan. I can't thank each of you enough for your time and commitment to participate in this recovery summit. Given the circumstances, we had to do this virtually. However, next time we hope it can be in person. This is an update about where we are, and we plan on doing more of these summits in the coming months to continue to provide critical insights as our world and tourism evolves. Along with the leadership and guidance of the dedicated members of the Marketing Advisory Committee and the Tourist Development Council, our CVB will remain dedicated in our efforts to identifying opportunities to position Greater Fort Lauderdale as visitors' premier destination of choice. The past few years have brought us a lot to be proud of, and I have no doubt the future of this destination and its unparalleled tourism product will continue to exceed our expectations with your support. Personally, my best wishes are with each of you, my friends, colleagues, and community, as we continue to navigate this new era, hopefully with positivity and strong spirits backing us along the way. I sincerely look forward to seeing you all again in person very, very soon. And that's our future in focus.